riding on a bike with my grandson at the park. Evolve while I elevate. Take flight, levitate. Breakfast for dinner. I'm cold as but summer ain't the winter. Finna, bender, Kona, on a 3-wheel motion. I'm headed to the ocean. Caravan full of cars, neighborhood stars. Up the boulevard we go till we can't go no more. It's me and mine, it's summertime. You go off and we go on.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Jets going up against the Raiders.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the New York Jets. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
Now a play fake here on first down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Not something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
And his throw here is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off, William Gay. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And brought down, but not before approaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. A handoff as they run the counter play. Finding room inside the 40. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On second down, Lynch. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw now on second and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Dan Williams breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Spent 3 years as the kicker for the Arizona Cardinals. Now in New York on the big stage, kicking for the Jets.
2015, he was great. 28 of 31 on field goals. Last year, 21 of 28 trying to rebound.
And you remember, it was a season opener, a chance to beat the New England Patriots where he missed a makeable field goal, and I think that knocked him off the rails for the rest of that season.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. First down, the run with Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Carr to throw on second down. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Bud Dupree. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Obi Melifonwu, the rookie out of UConn. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Carr gives to Marshawn, and he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. How will Marshawn Lynch fare? That's the question in the Bay Area. Been out of the game for a year. What do you think?
I think he'll fare just fine. I don't think that they'll use him as often as he was used in Seattle. But when they turn him loose, I think it'll be to great advantage for Oakland.
Carr going to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sheldon Richardson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, Marcus May. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I can hear the sigh of relief all the way up here. A dangerous throw, backed up in their own territory and throwing an out route, and it got jumped, and they were fortunate it was only batted down and not intercepted.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Raiders will take possession. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. They start the drive with Lynch. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Carr finding Patterson there for a Raider first. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Second down and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Sheldon Richardson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And he finds Cook. The gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Space to run past the 20. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Back to the ground, Lynch. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Sebastian Janikowski has fashioned quite a career. I wonder if he's just a little bit jealous, though, because Adam Vinatieri leads him in just about every category. That's the only guy ahead of him.
Yeah, he's second in points, field goals made, extra points made, you name it. But he still had a heck of a career.
A monster career, an incredible leg.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside. And then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22.
Whoosh.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
On first down, Carr, broken tackle. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Carr now on first down. Letting one go deep for Roberts. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. First, here's Washington. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. And Janikowski bangs it through. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
There they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, I think that's the way they'll go.
In motion is Coates. Throwing, Hundley. And he's got Peak. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 2nd up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. First throw now for the backup, Bryce Petty. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. On second down, here's Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Jets take possession. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down.
Here we go.
Now Hundley. Peek's got it over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This is Forte. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Brought in by Coates. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And to give this time to the tailback. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing now is Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. Carr now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, Marcus May. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Another run, this time Forte. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Shift together here from the D-line. On the keeper, it's Hundley. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is taken at his 4th. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
In the red zone this time. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders get a score closer. it is true. The lead cut to 10, 23-13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Here we go. Ohio. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now after the INT, it's Carr. This one left side, caught by Patterson. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead is down to 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out?
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but not them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Jets on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 7. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Now Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Back to throw, Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd and 10 here. Carr to throw. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. They've gone to the fourth up in Seattle, and the 49ers have scored to swing back in front. A win would be their first of the young season.